All right, everybody, welcome to the JK Theory. Here we talk about anything and everything. No topic is left untouched, no stone is left unturned. We give you the raw, real, and uncut. Now, before we get into it, I'm Jay,
Okay.
and this is the JK Theory. So, we're going to go over one of the, well, not episodes, but one of the series that's actually been in the news. Everybody's been talking about it. I was glad to hear it come back. I thought it was just done and over with. If you don't know by now, we are talking about Euphoria. So I did finish wrapping up the series about 2 days ago, so it is still pretty fresh. Um, I had mixed feelings about the series, and I'll get into that as to why I don't think it was the perfect series. Um, then again, it was very important. I think it should be made. I think the series should be studied. I remember back in the day hearing about how they would study like Tupac's albums in college, and they would study Biggie's albums, and this and that. And you sometimes you hear about movies being studied. I do think that this series needs to be studied. It was shot very well. Um, it pretty much put me through a roller coaster of all the emotions. Like I was just like in shock. I was sad. I was excited. It was wow. It was a lot. So would I watch it again? I think so. Um, I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit because I'm still trying to download everything that happened on that very last episode. It was just a lot. But what's your thoughts so far? Do you think this is a good series?
It was the last one. So
Yeah.
they're not doing any more after this season. So this was the final and last season of Euphoria.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
uh,
I don't think they have to. I mean, I think it'd be pretty cool if maybe a couple years from now they'll do like a one episode, like where are they now
mhm.
kind of a thing, but
Yeah.
they don't really need it. You can pretty much see where everybody's headed. Um, would you recommend this series to anybody?
I've told a lot of people about this series. I liked it from the jump. So I got more people involved in it. I got more people watching it. It's kind of addicting after a while.
It is, and it's weird because the series revolves around addiction. So I mean, it definitely is
Yeah.
interesting to
Yeah.
watch. It started off with a drug addiction, and then you
Yeah.
immediately see Sydney Sweeney's character. Trying to focus here. Sydney Sweeney's character fall in love with the addiction of social media and what
Yeah.
that brings and the benefits, but also the detriment that can come with it. Um, you also see how transgenders live their life and how they navigate and different aspects of things and
Mhm.
sacrifices that they have to make or choices that they end up doing
Yeah.
that I don't want to say the average American, but like the typical person doesn't really see, you know?
Yeah.
Um, so that there was a time, and I can't remember which episode it was, but it did have to deal with the transgender person. Um, it threw me off, like it threw me for a loop. I was just like, I don't know if I want to keep watching this. Like it almost felt like filler. Like it didn't really belong there. They were trying to force it in there to make the story move forward. But would have been fine if it was left out. Like it just didn't feel right. It was supposed to be an outlet for Rue. Like she was supposed to be an outlet for Rue, but it was just never there. I don't know. Um, the whole she's in a relationship with some dude who's married and the wife knows and all that. That was
Hmm.
very real. Like I like
Yeah.
seeing that part. But I think the whole where the transgender thinks she's so much better than Rue or better off. And I don't know, that kind of attitude, that character is what threw me off. Um, I almost stopped watching the whole series because of that. I was just like, this is dumb. Like, what's actually going on? There's no benefit here. But I'm glad that I did stick through it. It was only one or two episodes that I was just like, what is this? But something that did, I don't want to say piss me off, but I was just like, why is this happening? Like there were so many chances when Cassie could have gave that money and she didn't. Like, why? Like she
Well,
cut your man's pinky toe off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's serious. I don't know. What's your thoughts on that? I mean, oh my God, the perfect quote just came to my head. But I want to hear your thoughts on the whole Cassie and Nate thing.
the whole Cassie and A thing to me was the typical I want the pretty girl and I'm going to do what I can do to make sure the pretty girl is happy. Even though he sacrificed pretty much his life to make the pretty girl happy. But I mean, at the end of the day, it was his debt, not hers. He the one that did the whole thing. She didn't even know about it. She had no clue what was going on. She didn't know who the dude was when he showed up at their wedding.
Yo,
Like,
that was gangster as hell.
so, you know, I think that was I think it was interesting that part. And you're talking about Jules, the transgender.
Jules, yes, yes. I wanted to keep it respectful. I just couldn't remember her name.
Yeah,
But
yeah, Jules. I actually liked her character for the simple fact is Jules and Rue had this thing about each other. Like they have this love, kind of love hate type thing going on with each other.
yeah, they had that puppy love dynamic, right?
Yeah,
But I think I
but
was just the whole her being so cold, it just threw me off. It was just like for what?
because she know Jules, I mean not Jules, she know Rue is like her bad habit. Rue is kind of like her
Okay.
addiction, and she knows nothing really comes good when she's with Rue.
That's well put. Rue is her addiction. That's the quote that came to mind because I always like to like play different scenarios, right? JK theory
Yeah,
put
yeah.
different things. Like what would have happened if Nate would have stayed with Maddie instead of
Mm,
going with Cassie?
yeah.
And the thing was, this quote came to mind that was like, "Don't don't get with the girl." Okay, how does it go? Don't go for the girl that you love. Go for the girl that loves you,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
So don't go for the shiny thing that you like. Go for the thing that appreciates you.
Right.
So, bro, this would have been a whole different scenario if he would have stayed with Maddie and not
Yes.
even entertain Cassie. But look what happens when you go for the shiny toy,
You end up 6 feet under, bitten by a snake.
bro. It's wild. And then when they showed his body at the, oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
that was a lot. That was a
And then
lot.
this bitch goes to a diner to eat. Like, who the fuck goes to a diner after seeing allegedly the love of their life? She never loved this dude.
She never loved it. No, no, not at all.
Barking
Not at
like
all.
a dog. Like, oh my God, bro.
And she would have did anything for fame and fortune. That was her thing. Anything for fame and fortune, she was down to do it. As you've seen throughout the series.
Yep. Yeah, she didn't care.
No.
She honestly didn't care. She cared for Nate at times when it was convenient, when she felt at her lowest. That's when she cared for
Yeah.
Nate,
Mm-mm.
but when she was on that high, on that social media high,
Nah.
she didn't give no fucks, which was weird because she had those stacks of money. So why wasn't she just paying the dude off? Like, what the hell was going on? And dude was very patient. I mean, if he's
He
gonna show
was
up at your wedding and put that gangster move, and you still gonna make him wait for payment, like you stupid.
because it's not her debt. Like she looked at it as technically this is you. This is your fault.
Nah, they married. That's her dad. That's
I
her.
mean,
She,
it,
she wanted them $25,000 flowers, bro. Man, yeah. I'm not on the
I
team.
honestly think she should have stayed with Chris,
Yeah.
the black football player.
Hmm.
She was better fit for him because he kept her grounded.
Right. Well, she
You know
was
what I mean?
intimidated by him.
Yeah, exactly.
She didn't give a fuck about it. Once she realized he didn't have money, he's like, "Pfft, I'm gonna go to Diddy house. No, I'm just kidding. So what happened to the maid? Like, did she just get fired? Because she was taking pictures and doing the whole social media thing. As soon as Maddie shows up, she's like, you just don't see the maid anymore. Like, could you imagine her be like, yeah, what'd you do at work today? She this bitch was barking like a dog.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the maid. I think she just left. That was it for
That's
her.
crazy. Can you imagine if Nate would have called ice on it? That would have been fun. So it did have some gangster moments in there.
Yeah,
The wedding thing, definitely gangster. The cutting the toe off,
yeah,
gangster. Then you got Alamo. Is Alamo, is this the same dude that played in Get Rich and Die Trying?
it was.
Oh
Yep.
my gosh. Because I saw his face and I'm like, that's 50 Daddy. Yeah. That was a weird dynamic to see, like a black cowboy, you
Yeah,
know. Um, but he had morals and he had standards. And spoiler alert. So if you guys are watching this, please watch the whole series before you watch this episode. But he got double crossed at the end
yeah.
by his right hand man. Do you think it was just a jealousy thing because he wanted Maddie? I kind of felt that.
No, I feel like he felt like Alamo has a chokehold on everybody, and nobody's going to be able to prosper or live their life with him being around, including myself. So I need to take off the piece that's got everybody in this lock.
Oh, so you don't think he was digging Maddie at all?
I think he liked Maddie. I think he felt bad for Maddie, but at the same time, throughout the show, you can kind of look how people was looking at Alamo. Like he had everybody pretty much shook and
Yeah.
scared. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, how do we get our life back? Well, we got to take off the person that's has a choke on our life, and that's what he did.
Yeah, he did shit on his whole crew pretty much, man.
Yeah.
That was messed up. When he shit on, was it Dwayne Wade from a different world?
Yep. Hmm.
Man. Um, I like the cinematography of the series. I think everything was shot well. Um, a little confusion for me on my part on the last episode when she was seeing visions of her mom. I
Yeah.
wasn't quite sure at that point if she had passed, like if Rue had died and then
Hmm.
she's crossing over at that point,
Right.
or if she's at the peak of her getting high and then so I kind of got some questions there.
I
Um,
think that's one of those things where you know how they say before you die, you see back in your life and everything like that.
uh,
I think that's what it was showing because the guy, her best friend, she seen him.
yeah, that was
You know what
crazy.
I'm saying? So I think that's what it was. I think it was more along the lines of I see everything now before I go to that other side.
Right. Like I was wondering, I'm like, did she really run through those cops? Did she really go to the neighborhood? Did
Right.
she hop through the window? Like,
Yeah.
did all that happen, or was she just dead on the couch the whole time and she's just running through it, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, as soon as Alamo gave her those pills, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I just knew off the bat. And you know whose pills those were, right?
Cool.
The Nazi ladies. It was her
Oh
stash.
yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
they were laced with fentanyl.
Yep. Hmm.
Um, I did like the scene where the guy was checking for fentanyl to see if it was. I
Yep.
like that. I like the whole he was dressed up in the army suit. It reminded me of Gran Torino.
Yeah.
The dude came out and was just like doing the finger pointing and everything.
Yeah.
Dope. Um, I love the scene at the end where Alamo's like, "Who sent you?" And he's like, "Rue," and the look on his face, like,
Was like,
everybody's face was like, "Oh shit!"
yeah.
That shit was dope. Um, it was very real. Like there were very moments like I like the moment when I think it was Rue was explaining it where the guy I can't remember the guy's name, the guy that shot everybody at the end, where he
Ali, Ali.
Ali Ali, where he keeps a journal and he'll write people's names
Yeah.
who passed away. Like I like that. And then at the end when he wrote her name, I was like, oh damn, that's messed up. But it was a good show. I okay, so I've got kids and I kind of feel weird telling my kids to watch the show. I definitely wouldn't recommend it for kids. I think it's too strong. But I do think once, children become of age, whether it's 18, 19, 20, I think, yeah, they need to see this, especially if your kids are sheltered. Um, I've dealt in situations before where I've hung out with people that were sheltered, and when they watch something like a gangster flick or whatever for the first time, they're just like a deer in the
Yeah.
headlights. What's going on? So I think, yeah, this needs to be talked about. People need to see this. I think, yeah, schools need to study this. I was really impressed by it. Am I sad that it's over? Yeah, but it needs to be. There's really nothing, nowhere else they can go. They can branch off, but
Right.
at the end of the day, bro, addiction is a motherfucker, and it's really, it's not always going to be rainbows and butterflies. Like she OD'd, she died, she was clean for so long, and she
Hmm.
OD'd.
I I don't mind having Rue killed off. I don't mind that. I think I didn't like is the fact of like if I would have ended if me personally, if I would have ended the show, I think I would have ended it at her funeral. Just
Mm,
because she was so big of a part of the show, I think that send off would have been a better way to end off the show than just having them sit at the table. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
I think the you talk about an impact on the culture and everything. I think that would have been like, yeah, that's how you end it because she deserved that send off because she was pretty much the show. Like everybody took to Rue for some reason or another.
I definitely give him props. I like when Ali was like, "That's my daughter," like he
Yeah.
claimed her.
Hmm.
And then at the end, when the apparition of her is staring at him, I'm just
Yeah.
like, damn, tearjerker. Like, what are y'all doing to me? This is crazy. Like that was deep. That was
Yeah.
deep. Um, I enjoyed it. I really did.
Hmm.
There was so many times on this, and just not episode three, but just season three, where you're like, yo, she's gonna die. Like, this is it. Like,
Yeah.
how is she gonna get out of this mess? And she gets out,
You
gets
get
out.
yeah.
And at the end, it's her choice that she made to pop that pill that ends it.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show that your life is really in your hands. It is about the decisions that you make.
Hmm.
Um,
Absolutely.
but damn, Alamo, you just had to give her those fucking pills, man. This shit's crazy. Um, I give it a 10 out of 10. I like this type of series. I put this up there with 13 Reasons Why. That's another series I think everybody should watch. Uh,
Absolutely.
and I really don't put a lot of series up there. So this one sits right next to that. I really enjoyed it. Let us know what you guys think about the series. Who's your favorite character? Um, I definitely liked Rue as a character, but I liked Ali as well.
Yeah.
Um, and you got to see a different side of him too. Like they showed him with
Yeah.
the prostitute, and that shit was wild, but it was very real. Let us know what you guys think. You can always reach out to us on our email, thejktheory@gmail.com. And until next time, I'm Jay,
Okay.
and this is the JK Theory. Peace.
Peace.
I was about to say, did I even hit record?